teams in the game square off. It's the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. And Siggy, here in Philadelphia, the hometown fans are excited.
This is one of the best places to play when you're playing well. No one more passionate than these Philadelphia Phillies fans. And this ballpark's still one of the most beautiful parks in all of baseball.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to go. And towing the slab in this one, Colby Allard. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yeah, his batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam. So we'll see if he continues to dance his way out of danger.
Ready to go now. Up now for Milwaukee, Mariano Parra. The wind of the pitch. And that's off the inside edge. And away we go this afternoon. The 1-0. Swing, and he breaks his bat. And he can't come up with it. And he's going to make it to first. And we'll see how they score. Here's Nick Madrigal. That misses. 1-0. Allard, 28 years old. A former first-round pick back in 2015. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
On the corner for a strike. And it's 1-2. Step off throw to first. Back standing. He's in there safely. Runner at first with no outs here. Next one misses, and it's 2-2. And the pitch. Right through there, got it. And that's the first out. And here's the veteran outfielder, Christian Yelich. 9th in the NL in home runs. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. This looks like extra bases. Coming home. He scores and they have the lead. 1-0.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
One out, runner at second. Matt Wallner up now for the Brewers. Fastball for a strike. One out and a runner at second, and we're just getting started here in the top of the first. He goes down looking.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Now the catcher up to hit, William Contreras. Outside corner, there's a strike. Yelich on at second with 2 down. Turner slings it across. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Brewers pick up a run on this RBI double. It's now 1-0. Back after this on the show.
checks. I get direct deposit. Ton of trash talk. Before you throw dirt on my name, you
Back here with my pal Singy. And on the mound today, Braxton Garrett. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Now this is in the air down the line. Yelich on the move. And in foul ground, he pulls it down. 1 out. And time now for the Phillies lineup. And this offense is really clicking right now, Chris.
That's a good feeling in that dugout over there. You feel like when you walk to the plate, you're going to get a knock. You're going to drive in a run. You're going to do something productive, even if it's just get a walk to keep the line moving. And that's a great feeling to have. They've got it bottled right now.
Trey Turner now.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Under the Mendoza line so far this month.
One down. Phillies down a run. Slow roller to third. And he picks it up in foul territory. That one the other way. Torkelson. And he's safe at first. Great hustle to win the foot race there.
You've got to love his hustle down the line to beat the flip to the bag. I mean, there's a lot going on between a first baseman and the pitcher during these plays, and he just kept his head down and beat it out.
Here's Harper now. Third on the National League leaderboard for batting average.
1-0.
It's a pitch out, nothing doing, and that's ball one.
Here's a player known for playing better in day games, which is not always the case. I mean, day games are different, Boo. Things change from game times to your daily routine, but he sure makes the transition look easy.
Turner runs. Strike in there. Safe in second, and he easily steals the bag.
Looks like they're trying to answer back on that run they gave up at the top of the first by being aggressive on the base paths. I like that, especially early in this ball game. Be aggressive while you can and see if it leads to some type of big inning.
Runner at second here, one gone. Fouled off. He was late. And there's a base hit into left. Flying around third is Turner. He scores to tie it up. It's 1-1.
Couple of singles back to back. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way. And it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. He got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Man at first with one gone. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Breaking ball inside. And that's ball one. One run across in the frame so far here in the second game of the series. One now. Harper runs. Cut on and miss. Throw to second and he's out.
Well, I think that was a hit and run right there. When you look at how far that pitch was out of the zone and the hitter still trying to put wood on it, put it in play, that tells you that they had something going. But unfortunately, it was a good job of execution by the pitcher and the catcher to get that out of the zone and then throw out the runner at second base. Really nice job behind the dish.
2 outs, base is empty. That misses, and that's ball two. And now the lefty gets a piece and stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. And he grounds one back up the middle. Throw on to Torkelson. Out number 3. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. All even now at 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the DH, Rhys Hoskins. The wind of the pitch.
No.
That misses. And that is ball
1 ball, no strike.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And here's the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. Went deep in the ball game last night. That clips the zone. Strike 1. Nobody out. Runner at first. Just missing there. And it's 1-2.
It's a good take.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He was able to execute the perfect pitch for that situation. Had been pounding him with fastballs, and then all of a sudden pulls out the changeup and has good enough command to make it competitive. Tell you what, varying speeds like that to a hitter can be really, really effective. And right there, you could tell that hitter was just overmatched.
Next for the Brewers, Jackson Chourio. Wouldn't chase that time. Outside. And now 2-0. Kenny Jansen doing home plate duties in this one.
Not a huge strike zone from Jansen, so he can't really be called a pitcher's umpire, but he does like the bottom part of the strike zone. We may see some pitchers steal a few strikes down there, especially the ones right below the knees. That's if their catcher can present it properly.
And the pitch. Lifted in the air, right center field. Stop on his way over. Makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those could be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
This is Bryce Terang. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. 2 outs.
Ball 1 up.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive, because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Lifted in the air, right field. Harper has a beat on it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Milwaukee leaves 1. Score remains deadlocked at 1. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the second. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Garrett back to work. That clips the corner. And he swings over the top there.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
The line to kick the pitch. Foul off the plate. They'll do it again. Kicks and fires. And another ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The line and the pitch. Wouldn't chase that time. Bounce to the right. And it finds its way through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Siggy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
Here's Pete Alonso. That one fouled off. Tied up here in the early going. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Strike 3 called and a slider at the knees.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure. Hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after it.
To second, and he's out. And now Harry Ford. Ripped towards third. Throw is low, and he can't pick it.
The second baseman.
Well, I definitely think the speed down the line played a factor on that throw. He had more time than he thought, but as a fielder, the speed of the game and the speed of the runner sometimes can get in your head, and he just rushed it and failed to make a clean throw.
This is Bryson's stop. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Ford off of first with 2 away. Misses off the plate. And the count is 2-0. Chris, with that distraction and the speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Snap throw to first. And he's back in there. Two and 0 to count. Here it comes. Brett Beatty on deck for the Phillies. Slider clips the zone.
Now just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
And that's ball 4.
Go to first.
And here is Brett Beatty. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
And that one a little below the knees. Ball one. And another ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Next one is off the plate. 3 balls, no strikes. Johan Rojas next to bat for Philadelphia. First and second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2. Down the middle for a strike. 3-1. Bounced up the middle, and that chance handled. Now a jump throw to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Looked to me like he got on the side of the ball a little too much right there. Maybe a little too casual as well with the throwing motion. And when you don't stay on top of the ball and really get out front and finish with a good release point, it's very easy to lose control of it to either side.
And now the center fielder, Johan Rojas. First pitch, and he just misses. And he deals. And the slider just misses.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Swings and misses. And it's 2-1 now. There's a strike. And the pitch. Got him looking. Huge strikeout there.
A lot of adrenaline. We can see it right there. And sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Top half of the 3rd inning. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Mariano Parra. The pitch. That one misses, and it's 1-0. Here comes a pitch. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Alonso makes the play, and there's one down.
Got the pitch that he wanted, just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open, backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
Nick Madrigal will hit next. Caught looking his first time up. Off the mark there. 1-0. Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
This one popped up. Stop moving under it. And a couple of quick outs.
The left fielder, number 22, Christian Yelich.
Now the left fielder, Christian Yelich. Doubled in his first AB. Up and in, and that's ball 1. Left-hand batter waits. And another ball.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
2 down, nobody on. And he hits a ground ball right side. Alonso takes it to the bag, and Milwaukee is set down in order. Brewers go down quietly. Still tied, 1-1. Set for the bottom of the third. The batter will be the shortstop, Trey Turner. The lefty fires. Ball one, no strikes. Out of line, out towards center. And they get Turner for the out. One up, one down.
Now back to right field.
And now here is Harper. Singled and drove in a run his first time through.
Not a surprise he's off to a good start in this one, given he enjoys playing so much at home. Let's see if he can make it 2 for 2.
That's in for a strike. Fought off foul. One out, base is empty. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And the 0-2. This one lifted in the air, left field. It falls in, and that's a knock. And now the DH, Kyle Schwarber. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. But Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And that one hit to first, and foul ball. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Got it by him for the K.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday, another one right there. They clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
That one lifted to left. Yelich makes the catch, and the inning is over. One left for Philadelphia. Score remains tied 1-1. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. On to the fourth. Now the Brewers cleanup hitter, Matt Wallner. And here it comes. And that one's a little bit low. Ball one. Wallner in his 4th year, 28 years old. And he's been touching home plate quite a bit lately, scoring 8 runs over the last 10 games. Next pitch misses, and it's 2-0.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
And a pitch.
No. A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
The pitch. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Thought the green light might be on right there, but maybe not. If you're looking to swing in that count, that's the pitch you want.
And now the lefty fouls one away, and now 3-2. Fights it off. You'll see another. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Contreras takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Just off the outside edge. The wind to kick the 2-0. And that one is lifted in the air. 2 up, 2 down. And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Hit hard, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Singy, that was a laser shot, and a good thing we have StatCast to give us the details.
Yeah, get out of the way on that one. That ball flew out of the box at 112 miles per hour. You talk about generating a ton of power in that swing. He did it with quick hands, good lower half, and just unloaded on that ball.
And now Spencer Torkelson. It's through for a hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. Throw in Holt's the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers. He's 0 for 1. And fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. Pitch misses there, and 1-1. In the air to left center. March grabs it on the run. Brewers strand a couple. On to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Back here in Philadelphia, ready to go, bottom 4. Here's a big power threat. Pete Alonso. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. That one finds the zone. 0-1. And there's a base hit to right field.
He was all over that. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
So digging in, Harry Ford. He's 0 for 1. And that one clips the corner. The pitch.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Next offering misses. 1-2 to count. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And there's a ball.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Kicks and deals. That one misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bryson Stott on deck for the Phillies. Alonso gets his lead at first with nobody out. Out to short. Terang. Off balance feed. There's 1.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. Walked his first time. Full strike right there. Man at first, one away. Here goes the runner. Pitch is low. Throw there. Safe. Chris's wheels with a difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Ball two.
Misses inside, and a count 2-1. One out and a runner at second here in the second game of the series. Fly ball down the line, and that will drop foul. Ground ball left side, and it's just foul. That was close. Swings and misses, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you're committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
And now, Brett Beatty. Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul. Oh, 1 down. Slider misses outside. Man at second. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. One and 2 here. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. Phillies strand 1. 5th inning coming up. Tied at 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 5th. Up now for Milwaukee, Bryce Terang. As the lefty gets to work. And that's in for a strike. And there's a foul ball. The wind of the pitch. The shortstop takes the ball.
1-2.
Goes down looking. So the lineup flips over. Next for Milwaukee, Mariano Parra. 1 for 2. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Waste no time there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Next for the Brewers, Nick Madrigal. Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. One out and a runner at second. Next offering is in for a strike. Man at second.
1-2.
In the dirt, but kept close. Well done behind the dish. And a pitch. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. At the belt and fires. Stays alive. Over at second, one down. And a pitch. And another ball.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
And he deals. Runner goes again. Pitch misses inside. And the throw, he's out at third.
Thought he might have a chance to swipe third successfully right there when he got a good jump from second. But it was such a great throw. Quick tag to cut him down.
Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. Two outs. And down on strikes he goes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Halfway home. All even. One apiece. Back at Citizens Bank Park, we head to the bottom of the fifth. And stepping in is the speedy Johan Rojas. Garrett back to work. And there's the strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Elvis Peguero getting ready to go. That's off the mark, and it's a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Wouldn't chase that time.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
And no throw for some reason as he reaches first. That's got to be an error.
The batter number 7.
Here's Trey Turner.
Shortstop. Turner.
There's a strike.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Up the middle, a sliding stop. There's one to first, not in time. Great effort there. Bryce Harper to the plate.
One-oh.
And a pitch out, but nothing going on. One away, tie game, go-ahead run stands at first. Last half of inning number 5. Turner runs. There's a ball. Safe at second, and that was not close. Check on the runner, and Turner's back in.
Good wheels out there on second, and he's getting a pretty big lead right now. Definitely looking to score on any hit to the outfield.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. Pitch misses. The throw. Tag. And he's out.
Well, I can see he had a big lead out there at second base, so it wasn't a shock when he took off. But trying to steal third right there, it's kind of risky, man. You're already in scoring position, so you've got to make sure that you can make it there safely. That wasn't the case.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the second game of the series. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. And we're back. Start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Christian Yelich. The pitch. To the right side. Into the outfield, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
No waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Go-ahead run on base. Now it's the right fielder, Matt Wallner.
1-0.
Pitch out, but no action. With the go-ahead run at first, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
And a 1-2. And another ball. Aller checks the runner. Yelich dives back in. Yelich gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
And now the catcher comes up to him, William Contreras. There's a strike. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. The pitch. Yelich goes. Pitch inside. And safe. It's a stolen base. And now it's 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. Ground ball up the middle. Throws to first in time.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. There's a strike. Hoskins pushes it foul. 2 outs with a runner at third. Gets a piece and stays alive. Two outs. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And here it comes. In the air, left side. And it drops in. Runner from third in to score. It's 2-1.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, he just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff, but base hit.
2 outs, runner on first. And now the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson.
No strike.
Kicks and fires. And a foul ball.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Kicks and deals. On the ground to third, and that should be extra bases. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. The throw in, and he's in at second with a 2-out double.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in the mechanics.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Colby Allard will depart, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. Andrew Painter gets the ball now.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Here's the center fielder, Jackson Chourio. Breaking ball through there for a strike. Pitch misses, and the count is 1-1. Smoked on the ground a second. Tosses to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and the home team down a run. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Brian Hudson.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Kyle Schwarber digs in now.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one. Now, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. And what you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate. Try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head. Looks like he was trying to get to the front door with that curveball. It's definitely a finesse pitch, but it backed up a little bit on him and stayed inside.
And that's ripped for a base hit. Off to a good start for the leadoff now.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Nice line drive to the full side, netted out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
No outs, runner at first. Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. Ground ball could be two. Torkelson to second. How about that double play?
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Pete Alonso stands in for the Phillies. First
1-0.
pitch, not close. And now the lefty. Next pitch in for a strike, and it's 1-1.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The Brewers up by a run here in the bottom of the sixth. Got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. New inning getting started. And now the shortstop, Bryce Terang. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Action in the pen down there. Joe Barlow appears to be getting loose. Brash warming up as well. Up the middle. Oh, he gloves it from his knees. The throw. It's there, and that's a great play.
Well, you can see right there, he looks very comfortable going to the backhand. Nice diving stop, gets up to complete the play. That'll fire the team up for sure.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Mariano Parra.
No.
First offering, and it just misses. Painter, a 6'7" righty. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, a curve, and occasionally uses a cutter.
Ball.
Next offering is down low.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
And misses inside.
3-0.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
3-1.
He couldn't come up with it.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
One gone, runner at first. Now the number 2 hitter, Nick Madrigal. It's a pitch out, nothing doing, and that's ball 1. First, Parra back on a dive. Runner takes off, bounce to the right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. Into third now, so runners at the corners and 1 out.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Here's the left fielder, Christian Yelich. Hit hard, should be extra bases. 1 runs in. Runner around third. Relay throw home. He is safe. and they take a 3-run lead. Well, he delivers in a huge spot right there.
Oh, he's so dialed in. I don't think he even realizes how much pressure exists out there. Very easy swing, nice and relaxed. This is the type of approach you want to see guys.
Joe Barlow on the pitch here.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year. Typically at least one an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
One out, runner at second. And now the right fielder, Matt Wallner. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. And a foul ball. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Next pitch misses way outside. And the righty deals. Swings and misses. And a count 1-2.
It's a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Right-hander kicks, deals. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Yelich, the runner at second with 1 away. The punch out there, 2 away.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
William Contreras now at the plate. First pitch just misses. And it skips in the dirt. Man on second, 2 down. Out to short. Sends it to first. They limit the damage here, but they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now a 4-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Carl Edwards Jr.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Harry Ford getting ready to hit. The Phillies in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at-bat out of him right here.
The wind to kick the pitch. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Didn't get cheated on that swing and squared it up perfectly. Came off the bat at 111, and when that's the case, the odds are very much in your favor as a hitter.
Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. A strikeout and a walk. Foul back our way, and that's out of play.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Righty to the plate, and it's even up.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
1-2.
And that's in the dirt.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
Payoff pitch. Caught him looking for the K.
Fastball inside just freezes the hitter. I don't think he was ready to pull the trigger. A lot of times hitters are looking away, and that one locked him up.
Brett Beatty stands in for the Phillies. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Left-hand hitter waits. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, one out.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him. So that one has to feel good. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So the batting order turns over. Johan Rojas, the next to hit, 1 for 3. That one in there across the letters.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boo.
The tying run at the plate.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Righty delivers. Pounding ball here, rolls foul.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
And just misses with that one.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Tying run at the plate. Now he breaks his bat. They get the tag on him, and that's the second out.
Boog, that's a good at bat simply because they found a way to move both runners up a base. Now they're in a really good spot with 2 runners in scoring position.
Trey Turner with a chance now.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. That's back there. You can kiss it goodbye. That should get the dugout going. His 16th homer of the year, and we're starting over. It's 4-4. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Shelby Miller into the game. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Number 7, Shelby Miller.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Here's Bryce Harper. Rips one to right, and that is that. But this clutch home run gets us even again. All even now at 4 apiece. Major League Baseball is on the show. We're at the top of the 8th, so here's the Brewers DH, Rhys Hoskins.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
Barlow back to work. Hoskins pushes it foul. And a swing and a miss there.
0-2.
Got him swinging.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All three pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
At the plate, Spencer Torkelson.
Ball,
Just
that's down.
missed. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. That one missing inside.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Jackson Chourio in the on-deck circle. Tied at 4. And he walked him on 4 pitches.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Jackson Chourio digs in now. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. And that one fouled off. One away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Ripped to third and caught.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
Up now for Milwaukee, Bryce Terang. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. In the dirt, ball 1. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Two outs. And he takes one right on the black. And the count is 1-2. Pitch. And that just misses.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Bounced up the middle. They get the first. That's out number 3. Brewers strand 1. Score remains tied at 4. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the DH, Kyle Schwarber. Here comes a pitch. That one not close. And it's 1-0.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
The 1-1. Hit hard but foul off to the left. The 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. At the belt and fires. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Now the left fielder, Brandon Marsh. And that one missing low. Line drive. Brings it in. Out number 2.
Good piece of hitting right there. Nice hard line drive to the outfield. You're trying to get on base, represent that go-ahead run. Can't hang your head on that at all.
And now for the Phillies, Pete Alonso. First pitch misses.
1 ball, no strike.
All tied up here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Looked like it was a little bit up. Next offering is in for a strike. Two down, nobody on. And another ball.
3 balls,
Harry Ford
1 strike.
in the on-deck circle. Foul ball there. The pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away. And the right-hander deals. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side of it.
Ford in now, takes ball 1 off the plate.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Fouled off. He was late. And a pitch. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Next offering is downstairs.
2-2.
Just misses with that one.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. And he deals. Swing and a ball popped up. Terang drifts towards it. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. 1 left for Philadelphia. This game's all tied at 4. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Matt Brash.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Here's the second baseman, Mariano Parra.
Second baseman, Mariano Parra.
And a pitch. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Four in the ninth. And that one fouled off. Strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
2 strikes. Many times hitters looking out over the plate. When you're looking out over the plate, you're also going to let the ball travel a little bit longer. And a fastball zipped on the inside corner just locks you up.
Now the third baseman, Nick Madrigal. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. One down, base is empty. Fastball for a strike.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Line drive, base hit.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Now here is Christian Yelich. First pitch, and he just misses. Just missed. Swing and a miss. Now 2 balls and a strike.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
Two down. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was at a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Matt Wallner. Pickoff throw. Madrigal dives back in safely. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Tied at 4. And strike 2.
0-2.
The 0-2. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. So no runs here and a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. 8-9-1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. And we are tied 4-4. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th, Joel Payamps.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
And now it's going to be Bryson Stott. The wind and the pitch. And that one a little below the knees. 1-0. Activity in the bullpen. Devin Williams, the closer of the staff, is throwing. Barlow also getting ready. And another ball. the middle. Parra throws to first in time. 1 up, 1 down.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Brett Beatty will hit next. To third. Can't glove it cleanly, but plenty of time to recover, and that's the second out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
So the Philly batting order turns over, and now the center fielder, Johan Rojas. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Wouldn't chase that time. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. On the ground to third. Madrigal on to first. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extras. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Still all square at 4 apiece. On to extra innings. Here's the Brewers catcher now, William Contreras.
He is a talented player. His big brother Wilson has voiced that his little brother may end up being better than he is.
The right-hander back to work. Not even close there. And that is ball 1. The pitch. Check swing. No appeal. Down 2-0.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit. Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Man at second. Hard hit right side. In plenty of time to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 10th.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a hit, but at the end of the day, it's a good at bat, especially when you're playing extra innings.
Hoskins swings through it for strike 1.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
Here comes the 0-1. Way out front for strike 2.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Now it's belted deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. That was blasted to the moon. Home run number 15 on the year. And they take the lead. It's 6-4. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got out of it.
The pitcher on here, Gregory Santos.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
One down. Spencer Torkelson up now for the Brewers. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Chorio stands in now and watches strike one. Santos, 26 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. And that one off the outside edge. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen. Matt Strong. 6-5 the final here today. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John. Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show brings you the game of the week. It's the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. So the Milwaukee Brewers have taken the first two games of this series, and today they'll go for the sweep. They played well, Chris, and they're looking for more of the same in this one.
Yeah, they've been the side shaking hands on the field after each game so far. Played solid baseball to earn those wins, as you said, but every game offers up its own unique challenges. So we'll see what those are today, but there's always a little extra motivation when you have an opportunity to sweep a series.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. About to get started here. And on the hill here today, Amendola. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure. He's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of.
Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. They're facing a guy today who is a strike thrower, doesn't issue a lot of walks, so they're going to have to work hard to generate base runners.
And when you've got a strike thrower like this guy on the mound, you can't be overly patient as a hitter because the umpire is generally going to give him the benefit of the doubt. So you got to go up there, understand what's in his repertoire, be aggressive in what you can handle. And you get three swings, why not take all three of them? With his control and command, he's going to be in the strike zone.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a foul straight back. The wind of the pitch. Big swing and a miss.
1-2 the count.
And another ball. Line drive, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the Brewers DH, Christian Yelich. On the inside corner for a strike. Up and in, and that's ball one. 2 outs, base is empty. Inside, almost got him. On its way to the corner. And that's a foul ball. Too low, and it's ball 3.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
In the air, out towards right center. Under it. And makes the grab. And that'll do it. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. Back here with my pal Singy. Today's starting pitcher, J.B. Bukowskis. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
And here it comes. Johan Rojas leading things off and takes a strike. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
Inside, just missed.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. And a pitch. Ground ball to the right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting second.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. 3 for 10 in the series so far.
1-0.
And a pitch out, but nothing going on. Move to first. Rojas back in on a dive. Left-hand batter waits.
That's up. That's a ball.
Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Rojas aboard here at first with nobody out. That one clips the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
The 2-1. Runner on the go. On the ground right side, and a base hit. Oh, the throw is wild. Now second and third and nobody out. And he'll pull into second safely. That extends his hitting streak to an even dozen, Singy. Do opposing pitchers start to take notice when a guy's on a roll like this?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. It's not like it changes the scouting report on a guy or anything like that too much, but you're aware of who's swinging the hottest bat, and that's definitely him right now.
And now here is Harper. 3 for 9 of the series coming in. There's a strike.
1-1.
Close with that one. 1-1. The pitch. Swings and misses. And that's strike 2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
And a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out.
Well, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him up. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's what he definitely should have laid off of.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Golden opportunity right here. That one pulled foul. And the pitch. Hard hit, base hit. One runs in. Now a second crosses the plate. It's 2-0.
Gets him on the board first, coming through with 2 RBIs on that swing. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Trey Turner at the plate. Collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday. That one's in there, and it's 0-1. Two runs across in the inning here in the third and final game of the series. And now it's even up. Kicks and fires. Fought off foul. And a 1-2. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Fraley pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there are 2 down.
Batting fifth, the second baseman.
And time now for the Phillies lineup. Someone who makes things happen for them in part with his legs, Johan Rojas.
And Boog, this is a guy, he drives opposing pitchers crazy. I mean, he gets on base at such a high rate, and then when he's over there, he's a huge distraction. More than 20 steals on the season, so he's going to hurt you when he gets over there, and it's just a matter of trying to keep him contained. But it's been pretty difficult so far. He's a great offensive contributor to this team.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. And that rolls into the corner. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Batting seventh.
That was the thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
And the righty deals. Inside, just missed. Schwarber, the lead runner at second, stopped at first. 2 out of the inning. And now 2 balls and a strike.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And that is cut on and missed. 2-2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
There's a swing and a drive. Mitchell moving back. You can kiss it goodbye. His 22nd homer of the year, and they add on. It's 5-zip.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at-bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So 2 away with nobody on. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Harry Ford, 3 for 8 in the series coming in. Hit in the air, left field. He's got it, and that ends the inning. But not before 5 cross the plate, with the big blow being this 3-run homer. And the lead is now 5-0. We head to the second in MLB The Show's Game of the Week. Back here in Philadelphia, now here is Matt Wallner.
Boog, we're watching a pitcher in Nola that flew through the Phillies minor league system. He was drafted in 2014 and made his major league debut the following year. You can't ask for much more from the 7th overall pick in the draft. Man, the scouts got it right.
It immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
I'm sure he likes the 5-0 lead and the run support, but he's sat around a lot since warming up in the pen, and you'd hate to see a guy not have his rhythm to go out there and have a great start.
Yeah.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
0-2.
Out to short, Turner. Gathers and throws to first. 1 out in the second.
That is it. The first baseman,
Spencer Torkelson now at the plate. A former first-round pick, and he's really turned into a nice everyday player. Now one
That's the
missed.
ball.
Swings and sends a rocket to right. Could be extra bases. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. Not going to get him. He's in there.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Man at second with 1 away. Next for Milwaukee, William Contreras. First
Ball
pitch
high.
doesn't find the zone. Runner at second here, 1 gone. The next pitch misses. Ball 2.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Man at second. Fouls one off. 2-2. Righty to the plate. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Gets it there in time, though. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
There's Jackson Churio. Not only is he young, Singy, he's the first player born in 2004 to reach the major leagues.
Is that supposed to?
And that one hammered. And that gets down in the corner. In to score is the runner from third. It's 5-1. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So man aboard. Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers. Just missed.
1 ball, no strikes.
Chourio stands at second with 2 gone. Two outs. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Man on second, 2 down. That one ripped. And it bangs off the foul pole. Home run. It just got out of here. His second home run of the series. It's 5-3. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Ball,
next to hit,
outside.
Yanni Hernandez. Two gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across here at the top of the second. And the pitch is in for a strike. And the count even at 1. On the ground. Stott over to first in time. And that is the inning. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now a 5-3 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Bottom half of inning number 2, and digging in for Philadelphia, Brett Beatty. Bukowskis back to work.
That's a ball.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats. Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Kicks and deals. That misses the zone. 2-0. Our umpire behind the plate, Jerry Hillsdale. High praise for Jerry when we talk to people around the game.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Boog. He's very straightforward, very consistent back there. So most of the time, you're not even going to think about him. That's a good thing.
That's a slider for a strike. How much were you aware of the umpire's scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Back to the top of the lineup. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Johan Rojas. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Slice down the right side. One down, base is empty.
2.
Out to center. Mitchell gets under it. 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Brandon.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Brandon Marsh. Pitch is in there. 0-1.
It's 0-1.
And a good eye
That's
there.
the ball. 1-1.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
1-2.
And down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Phillies go down quietly in the inning, and it remains 5-3. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Now it's the second baseman, Mariano Parra. The line to kick the pitch. And a foul ball. Parra measures 6 feet 4 inches, 205 pounds, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2.
And that one is inside. Shoots a line drive single into right center, and aboard on the leadoff single. Sal Fraley up now for the Brewers. 0 for 1 so far. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job of controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment. Our players are going to be running all game.
The pitch. That one
Ball
just
outside.
misses. Now 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Yelich at the plate and takes high there. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1.
1-1.
Parra leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And another ball. Outside low. And that's ball 3.
3-1.
And it's second. And there's ball 4.
Take a base.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Now it's the right fielder, Matt Wallner. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. And fouled off.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
At the belt and fires. 1 out. Runners at first and second.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Squirts away a little bit. Runners hold tight. It's a ball and 2 strikes. One, 2 now. He fouls it off. Will do it again. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
So first and second with 2 outs. Spencer Torkelson, the next to hit. Just
that
missed.
That's a ball.
Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And there's a ball. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. That's off the mark, and that's ball 3. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. That's too high, and it's ball 4. Another walk.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boone. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
And now it's William Contreras. Grounded out his first time.
Well, I got a chance to meet William during spring training as he was coming up trying to get to the big leagues, and this kid's got some ridiculous pop. Watched him on the backfields taking batting practice. All of his coaches would just kind of roll their eyes and say, this kid's going to be great, without actually saying the words. Then later that season, I got a chance to chat with Wilson, big brother, and ask him about little brother, and he smiled as well. Said, yeah, he's good, and gave me that look that I think he might be better than me eventually.
Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. Bases loaded, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
2-2.
In the dirt. Count moves to 2-2 as the runners hold. Two outs. That one misses. Full count, 3-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. And a payoff pitch. That's ripped into the outfield. And that's the 3rd out. So they load the bases on just 1 hit, but can't get anyone across. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Phillies 5 and the Brewers 3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Harper now.
The right field.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
And the right-hander back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Left-hand hitter waits. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Walner makes a nice grab and a full sprint.
Up next for Philadelphia.
Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. He drove in 2 with a single his first time up. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Splits the plate. 0-2 now.
Absolutely frozen on that heater right down the middle, and that's a pitch you're just not getting back. Now he's in a tough spot, especially after falling behind on a good first pitch.
Ball 1 there.
1-2.
Tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And 2 away now.
Really love the pitch sequence right
The
there. I'm
batter,
telling you
number
what,
7.
pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Turner.
Two outs, base is empty. Here's Turner now. First offering, and it just misses. Righty delivers. Line, and that's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
This is Bryson Stott. Singled and scored his first time. There's a strike.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way. So
Turner runs. Pitches high. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
And a pitch. Next offering misses down and away.
2-1.
That's inside.
That's in.
Pete Alonso would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Swing and a pop-up. Settles under it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Back at Citizens Bank Park. Start of the 4th. Now it's the shortstop, Jackson Chourio. Here comes a pitch. This to center field. Rojas makes the catch, and there's one away.
The center fielder, number 5.
So up next, Garrett Mitchell. He's already homered here in this one.
Booga, never got to play at Citizens Bank Park in my career, just the old Veteran Stadium in Philadelphia, but the crowds here are just as energetic now as they were at that old park. And trust me, as an outfielder visiting town, you're going to hear it from the fans out there in the bleachers.
Fastball for a strike, and the count is 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a staple as a strikeout pitch over the years. And what's so tough as a hitter is that you see it extremely well. The problem is the velocity and spin rate just happens to jump by you. You expand your zone, you don't stay tall on the backside, and you're really not even able to make contact. If you do, many times it's a pop-up.
Beatty to first, and that is the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. And midway in the 4th, it's the Phillies 5 and the Brewers 3. Back here in Philadelphia, John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Pete Alonso. Bukowskis back to work.
Yeah, what?
That one's in there, and that's strike 1.
You know, these Phils showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Not only have they already put up a bunch of runs on the board, but they've also made the starter work really hard out there.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Like I said, his pitch count is high, so I got to expect they'll be turning to their bullpen sooner than they had hoped.
Just off the inside corner, and it's 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. One and two now. Swings and misses. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Man, there was no deviating from the fastball right there. He just kept coming after it with it. Here it is. Hit it if you can. And he just couldn't find a way to put it in play.
Ford stands in here, takes ball one low. Pitch misses there, and the count is 2-0. One down, base is empty. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back. You can kiss it. He circles the bases. It's his 8th home run of the year, and they tack one on the board. It's 6-3.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Here's the third baseman, Brett Beatty. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
1 ball, no strikes.
And here it comes. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Activity in the bullpen for the Brewers. Elvis Peguero up and throwing. And that's a little bit high. And it's 2-1. And another ball. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. But all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So the lineup flips over. And now here's the speed threat. Outfielder, Johan Rojas. And that's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Now back, left fielder.
Manager out of the dugout now. And it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. J.B. Bukowskis is done, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Elvis Peguero takes over on the mound.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
And now for the Phillies, Brandon Marsh, 1 for 2. Swings through that one for strike one.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable.
And the 0-1. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's out number 2.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
So first and second with 2 outs. Bryce Harper to the plate. And a strike. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Now 1-1. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Two on, 2 outs. Stays alive. That's towards center. Mitchell going after it. He's got it. And that is the inning. The Phillies add another on this solo homer. And they've doubled up now. It's 6-3. This is MLB The Show's Game of the Week. Coming up, we head to the 5th. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the second baseman, Mariano Parra. The pitch. Just missed.
Well, these Brewers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've been lining the ball all over the ballpark, and unfortunately, sometimes it's right into a glove. But still, they've hit 9 line drives so far, and that's something they should feel very good about.
Next pitch misses outside, and it's 2-1.
Speaking of those line drives, you can't get too discouraged when they don't drop in for you. It's important to remember that you pretty much did everything right, and that's just baseball sometimes.
And a pitch. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
The left fielder, number 10.
Here's the left fielder, Sal Frelick. First pitch just misses. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. In the air, right side. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 outs.
Lefties can definitely be a little pull happy up there, especially with pitches that they see pretty well. That was a good example. He hooked an outside pitch, hit that ball in the air to right, just not with much authority.
Yelich up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Misses outside, and it's 2-1. That one drifts inside. Two down, nobody on. Slapped foul. The wind of the pitch. Out towards left center. Turner sizes this one up. Hauls it in to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee, and they're still doubled up. It's 6-3. And we're back, bottom of the inning, and now it's the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Kyle Schwarber. And a pitch. Top of the zone for a called strike. Peguero, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he works in a two-seamer. And that's outside. And 1-1. That one ran inside, almost got him. And the right-hander deals.
Ball. 3-1.
And he walked him.
Ball 4.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy's just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Trey Turner down. First pitch doesn't find the zone. On the line, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Now it's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Gets the outside corner with that one.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Here's the 0-2.
No, that's up.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. The hitter has to understand. Probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch. So got to stay ready for it.
Right-hander kicks, deals.
That's the ball. That's down.
And that's downstairs and outside. In the air, out towards left center. Makes the grab.
The first baseman, number 21. Pete Alonso.
Here's Pete Alonso. He's already homered in this game.
Well, the way these two teams have battled in this game, you know you need more. Got to continue to add runs if you're going to get out of here with a win.
Your ball.
Well, strike one is so critical, and in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Oh, 1 now. Runners on the move. Swing and a miss. And the throw. Under. Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Phillies strand 1, but they still lead at 6-3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top 6. Now the Brewers cleanup hitter, Matt Wallner. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Wallner, 28 years old, and he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games. And he deals. Strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. And it beats him for the first out after the drop third strike.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Spencer Torkelson up now for the Brewers. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
0-1.
One down, base is empty. Ripped on the ground to second, and they get Torkelson for the out.
Now batting, catcher, William Contreras.
And here's the catcher, William Contreras. Just missed.
That's the ball.
The Phillies leading by 3, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And that one sliced foul.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Alonso drifts towards it, leaps at the wall, and he's got it. Offense held in check there. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Phillies 6 and the Brewers 3. Back here in Philadelphia, bottom of the 6th. Here's the speedy catcher, Harry Ford. The pitch. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
And the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Kicks and fires. And
That's
another
high, that's a ball.
2-2. Got him looking. And one gone. Now the third baseman, Brett Beatty.
Third baseman, Brett Beatty.
Foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. And that one fouled off. And that's counted away. Now one missed. Into center. Mitchell gets under it. And he makes the catch. That's out number 2.
The batter, the center fielder, Johan.
And stepping in is the speedy Johan Rojas. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Oh, 0-2 now. Just off the outside part of the plate.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And there's a hit. And that extends the inning.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Check on the runner, and he's out. And they got him. That ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Phillies 6 and the Brewers 3. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jackson Chourio. Nola back to work. That's in there, and it's 0-1. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Matt Strong getting loose out there. Hoffman, the right-hander, also getting loose. Now the 0-1. And it skips in the dirt. Fastball, and he gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And a big swing and a miss. Throw to first. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. With 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Chop to third. Baden throws to first in time.
Now down. Third base.
2 outs, base is empty. Yanni Hernandez digs in now. And it's 1-1. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So they go quietly there, midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Phillies 6 and the Brewers 3. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Carl Edwards Jr.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies.
The left field. Brandon Marsh.
The wide to kick the pitch. And first offering is fouled off. And a strike on the outside edge. Got him swinging. Pulled the trigger too late on the backdoor breaking ball.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Here's Bryce Harper, 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. In there for strike 1. One out, bases empty. Outside. Meanwhile,
1 ball, 1
activity
strike.
in the bullpen. Ryan Hudson preparing to come on if needed. And that's in for a strike.
1-2.
That one hammered center field. That's back there. You can kiss it goodbye. He flexes his power with that swing, and they add to the lead. It's 7-3. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. They say when.
0 balls, 1 strike.
One down, base is empty.
That's the ball down.
And pitch in for a strike. And the count 1-2. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in here at the bottom of the 7th. And
That's
another ball.
2-2.
Ground ball, Torkelson. And he takes it himself for the out.
The batter, number 7. Shortstop. Trey Turner.
Here's Trey Turner. In there, and it's 0-1. He swings and fouls one off. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the 3rd and final game of the series. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Bryce Harper brings the power for Philly. It's now a 4-run lead at 7-3. This is MLB The Show's Game of the Week. The 8th inning is coming your way next. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Matt Brash.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Matt Brash.
Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Mariano Parra. 1 for 3.
Parra.
Here comes a pitch. Ripped to 3rd and caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Sal Fralin up now for the Brewers. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs, obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one. And that's in there for strike 1. And the righty deals. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Baden settles underneath it. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Now it's Christian Yelich. First
That's
pitch
the ball.
misses.
Outside.
Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Joe Barlow, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Santos getting cranked up as well. 2 outs. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
And that's
That's inside.
off
That's the
the
ball.
inside edge. 2-1.
Oh, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Up the middle. Oh, great stop. Fires to first. And very nicely done for the out.
That was a great job of doing the math. He had the perfect angle. Diving stop completes the play. And that ends the inning.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Shelby Miller.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Bryson
The
Stott.
second baseman, Bryson.
The pitch. Fastball in the corner at the knees, and it's a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Righty to the plate. Ground ball, base now. And the leadoff man aboard.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Pete Alonso stands in for the Phillies.
1-0.
First offering misses badly for ball 1. Kicks and deals. That one's in there. That's strike 1. Movement in Milwaukee's bullpen. Ryan Hudson, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. The pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Righty delivers.
2-2.
Right to the backstop. Stop into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
And here it comes. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. 1 away.
Typically, that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
And first offering is fouled off. 1 out and a runner at second. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. The pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 0-2. And misses inside. Stop. The runner at second with one away. Next pitch is downstairs.
Five foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
At the belt and fires. Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Frustrating end to the at bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Brett Beatty stands in for the Phillies. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. That's it for a strike. Throw to third. Save.
Very risky right there to try to steal third with 2 outs and a left-hander at the plate. And there's an open lane for that catcher to throw down, but he gambled. Now he's at third, 90 feet closer. Perhaps a ball in the dirt that gets away from the catcher, and they pick up a run.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And that one almost hit him. And they'll do it again. Pitch. Struck him out looking. 1 left for Philadelphia, but they still lead it 7-3. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Joe Barlow. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Matt Wallner up now for the Brewers. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And a pitch. Barlow, a 6'2 righty, 210 pounds. He's actually a former Rule 5 draft pick. And a pitch. That one pushed foul. Next offering is in for a strike. And another ball. Next offering way off the plate. And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction. And a base hit into right. Throw back in quickly.
first and second now with nobody out.
Making some noise here, trying to give themselves a chance. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Contreras in the box now. No balls and a strike. And the pitch. Next offering, kicked in the air, right field. Harper snags it. Runner tags at second. And he moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now. 1 away.
Now, we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
Out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Brian Abreu.
Comes on looking for his 35th save of the season, and that's a really big number. Definitely one of the better closers in the sport this year.
Chorio, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
0-2.
Two on, 1 out. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
And first offering is fouled off. They're down to their final strike.
No ball. 2 strikes.
One strike away. That just misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Here's a 1-2. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
This is why they turn to him to close out games. He's so reliable in these spots, and he just proved it for the 35th time this season. Nice job getting it done out of the pen.
7-3 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon for the next Game of the Week.
Our final line for this afternoon. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 7 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 5 runners on base. For the Brewers, 3 runs, 5 hits. With 1 error, they left 5 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 18 minutes. Our paid attendance at Citizens Bank Park this afternoon, 43,651. The Phillies thank you for attending and remind you to please buckle up and drive home safely.